Hello everybody, welcome back to another Wobbly Life episode. And if you remember from the little short that I posted on YouTube, probably maybe a day or two ago, that I did Space Job with aliens, aka you know, the pizza job. If you're very fortunate, sometimes during the night, the little UFO will spawn and fly overhead, and you'll get to do this little job, and it's actually quite fun. And if I sound clearer, then that's good, because I've got a new microphone recently. So, in previous things that made the audio may be a lot worse, so I am sorry for that. But, yeah, today we're going to do some stuff like I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do like some tour. There are certain areas I have to stay away from in this game due to it crashes my game quite a bit. So let's start off with where it all originally started. Grammy's house. I don't think she's got on much plan of us, even though we officially became an alien, and off camera I died the little suit. Stop playing. We're in a video game. It doesn't mean this whole. Yeah, I know. I'm doing a tour. So the aliens sort of, before I go into the map viewing, the aliens sort of come if like on this little ice ball here, and yeah, you have to sort of play a game of catch. Like, I'll show you the areas I found specifically there. So the helicarrier crashes my game, and there are other spots, but I think they're currently sort of fixed for now. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of a nice little tour. Obviously we started in the mansion, and then we went to Grandma's, and this is the Wobbly mode. And this is like where you get your sort of clothes, and you get your sort of, you dye your clothes, you can buy your clothes, and then you have a haircut. I'm bald. I may have to play a physics class. Get some nice hair. But at this point we're sort of we can also, this is a bridge, and this sort of extends up randomly. It doesn't necessarily do what you'd expect, like it sort of just does it randomly. I think it might be doing it now. I'm not entirely sure. Also, the AI is on driving. Nor am I, but this is like Wobbly Park over here. This is sort of like, oh, I forgot. Ouch. This is sort of, well, it's a theme park basically. Whee! We'll have to do an episode talking about this, because this is it's rather big. So then over there you have the nuclear power plant, and then obviously a bit behind you have the nice little garbage sort of place where they sort of dispose of garbage. And then over here is where Wobbly Monster lives, but he only comes out if you're doing the waste job. Also, my car is very powerful. This is farm life, so sort of where we sort of got crops. There's a house here you can buy. Obviously with the mansion we don't really need this, but it's like a little house. It's kind of cute. And then obviously, here's a little fact. These telephone booths, these are very cool. This is where you like spawn your car in. Car, monster truck, rocket powered vehicle. They haven't currently added the feature to buy boats or planes yet, so you sort of have to go to where they spawn to do that. And I think that's unique, but I would like, it's a bit of a pain, especially if you can't find a spot, and it's a bit sad. So, but even though there's that like small thing, and I think they're adding it at some point, I hope it. There's also the thing in the office where there's space stations, a rocket. I know where the rocket is. And they've we've got a skybox as well, so we can't actually surpass a certain limit in the game yet. And even if they increase the skybox, maybe that you only manage to break through it using the rocket. So I think that's very unique. And this is a bowling alley, so we can sort of come into bowl. It's very hard in this game because you've got to use your mouse and stuff to use your hands. And this is where I live, so a small little spot where there's mansions and stuff. And I'm hoping we can buy this coast. Over here, you can walk. You can just literally walk into it, and it's the same, but it's just not got the gate. And funny enough, it actually has a wardrobe, and I'm wondering if this is something you can do in the game. But if they like, I would love to see as well, like little TV channels, because we haven't got TV channels like Wobbly News or something. And also, something I love to play around with is these, and they're like little things. No, they're literally things in my hands. And you sort of grab hold of them and activate them. Like, and especially if you get the jetpack, it's like flying. So yeah. So my house is this one over here. It's got a enclosed area next to the hospital. So unfortunately, we've got noisy neighbours. But that's a beautiful view. Like the view here is stunning too. If you like took away the hospital and like moved it over there behind the cityscape, I think you'd have just this beautiful view. You got like town over there, the city over here, the river where you can get boats and a flying airplane. I think the one, I can't remember their names. They got a name. There's a name for them, and what they do is they take off in water, and they can also take off on land because they can be woods. They're tiny. So, yeah. And then this is where, if you ever see me in a helicopter, I would get it from here. This is the police station. I know when you go to the jungle base, there's not that. Like, you can't. I wouldn't fly just over there specifically from the police station. And I haven't explored this yet, but they have a swimming pool. So that'll be something we do soon. So we've got theme park, swimming pool to do. We may be able to do this in one episode. And you can get like, I think there's a gift and there's ATMs in there as well, because I've used them. And there's another little feature, if you notice from previous episode, I had a blue stripe along my car. We don't have that anymore because of these. They're like mechanic shops, but you can't tune your car. It's more of a paint shop, so there's like rainbow. And you have that option. This is the Wobbly Pizza place or palace. I don't know what they call it. It's mostly just Wobbly Pizza. So yeah, and I obviously do the paperboy job. I've done the ambulance job a few times. We've done the waste disposal, and we did the trash job at one point, but I didn't do too well. There's like other places. Actually, we just went past something that I think we've seen before. Also, we need to do Wobbly Burger at some point. So this is Rubber Band Games Corp headquarters, and I don't know if this is exactly what it looks like, but this, I have an odd feeling, is pretty close to what they have there. A security guard, and we can call him Bob. He doesn't see us going in the lift. And these, I think, are the developers. So we have him, and we have him, him, and him. I think, I would say, judging by photos, artist or game artist, programmer, audio. I just feel like it. I don't know if I'm right. And then we have some characters. We have the chef, we have a captain, and this is like a nice little cityscape. You've got Wobbly Pizza, you've got the city in the background. The mansions aren't there, which is kind of interesting, because the mansions would sort of be sort of here between the bridge, but I don't think the view extends that far. So yeah, and then this is where this is where a lot of people have sort of come and gone. Let's go into cinematic camera. Aliens. You got Wobbly Station with an alien and a burger, and the rocket that you find in the jungle base. I need to show that to you again. And all of these include this one rocket, so I guess they sort of added it, and it's not locked up. And then this is the paperboy thing. So this was obviously not in the original game, I guess. And then you've got like original design. So you've got like a catapult, you've got a cannon. And like, look at this art that they've put. And I guess, my guessing is that also I can for some reason control my character's jetpack. That's cool. But yeah, so I guess these are little either fan arts or something. It could very well be that this is like developing art that is going to be used when it comes to actually implementing the super duper space. You've also got the mine, which they've recently added. I don't know if this was here before. That's very interesting. They've got photos. And that's pets. Is there another one here? That's old art. Part of that's from the old Steam photo of it. And then you've got a robot here for some reason. Also got bouncy ball. So yeah, that's like, I think their office. It may be similar looking in real life, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's go. Bob. I don't have a key card. Can you? Yeah, I need one at some point. So you got Wobbly electronics, but you can't buy anything. It's like there for decoration. And then this is where I hopefully will buy my first car. I got this one. I unlocked it by doing it. So like, you've got these cars, and obviously you can't get them painted and stuff. So you got 150, 200, 200, 300, 300, 400, 400, 500, 500, 600, which I like the look of the Jeep, but the sort of colours and stuff I would change. 600 for a forklift. I don't see the appeal. But then you got 800 for a monster truck. And if you're very well aware, when we started our adventure, buying the mansion, you didn't really hear much of it. So I sort of did it, and then I grinded out the money. And then I sort of did the episode. So if ever you like want to see me buy a car, just comment down which one you'd like to see me buy. If you want me to buy the forklift, I will buy the forklift, because I'm like that. Also, I found this out over here, and this is interesting. You have houses for sale, but this is not a house, as you can clearly see. This is not like a house at all. These are apartments, and expensive ones too. So they're a third of the price of the mansion, and it's the same for all the floors. And there's only 2 floors. So if you wanted to play it online, you'd have that in your neighbour. Noisy neighbours. Especially if they start playing, rock music. But yeah. So you've got that, which is very interesting. A little wobbly park. I actually really want to test something. Can I do? I can, but it doesn't work like I was thinking it would. This is a zip line as well, so. I actually tried doing one of these ones and it just broke the game. Yeah, you still got this. Whee! My character's like going, please, don't let go. And let's go all the way back. So this is like the little park. So if ever I do like multiplayer, I'm definitely gonna need a friend to sort of. I'm sort of a one-man person, which is kinda sad. And this is also a thing where you can do this. Ow. Yep, the swings, they're very good. We also have the little, well not little I say, it's very big, it's bigger than the mansion. And the doors are huge. And this is nice suit. I'm pretty sure I own the suit, just not the face. That's cool. But this is like the first bank of Wobbly, basically. This is Wobbly Bank. It's very cool. So, and obviously, there's not much to see past. So you have the jungle base, obviously, which in its own self would probably need a dedicated episode to explore. And then there's the subway system, but that again is too interesting that it's all basically like an underground train. So there's a train almost always roaming these sort of points. You also have a football pitch and a lighthouse, both of which I can barely get to due to my game. So here we have, like, you know those sort of shops that are sort of mixed in with the post office, so you can actually buy clothes here, which is very nice. Yeah, this guy is just like smoking. Don't do it if you're watching. If you're doing it, don't. Please. It's not good for you. I don't know how long he's been doing it for, but definitely there's a fire. My jetpack's not much better. It's not very good for the Also, pirate. That's the thing. 170 for a full pirate uniform. Yeah, because look, here we go. There you go, that's the guy. 230, so. Not 280. I could buy that right now and I'd have the full suit, but I'm not going to. But yeah, this isn't. It's Wobbly Island's relatively small once you sort of tour it, because then you realise this is it. But it's relatively big. Like, this is where the woods are. So like the wooden houses. So this is relatively new. So what you used to have is you used to have this. I think you could drive through it, but there was nothing interesting. You'd sort of go up along here, and this is where the pizza was. But sometimes you get to do this. So if I explain, this was probably original part of the game. This might have been an update. Might have been. This was definitely an update, relatively recently an update as well. This was last update, I think. This was sort of recent. They haven't undone the clouds on it, so you had the military base, which actually, let's zoom in. Rocket's the big red thing. The temples, I'd say somewhere here-ish. That's the helicarrier, that's the docks, football field, lighthouse, super mall, grandma's house is there-ish. My house is there. Then you have a hospital, the police station, and other places, and then that's the farm. So the farmhouse is over there. So yeah, it's very cozy. I hear the trains. Oh great. This is not comfortable. I see. I've actually managed to get on the train before. It stops here, I think. Because it's a dedicated train station. Yep, thought so. So yeah, this is the train. So let's hit the cinematic camera. So this is Wobbly train. So it sort of goes on and on. But once you get control of it, it's really, well, it's all right. Like once you get out of it, that's it. You've gotten out of it. You've given your. But yeah, that's interesting. It crashes. And yeah, so that's it. I'm afraid, but I've got to say, thank you for watching. It's been very fun to play with you. See you in the next one. Greenball Gaming, over and out.